Hello friends, welcome to my little channel. If you don't know me, my name's Selena, and the reason I introduce myself is because I've heard that, usually people who don't watch studio vlogs, they really like sketchbook tours, which is what this is today. I realized I should probably have the sketchbook in my hand, rather than up on my shelf, but we're going to be touring this sketchbook here. I gave a little intro in my recording that I did of the tour. I am doing the intro after, and I'm being transparent because this is what I'm doing and I'm not gonna pretend like it's not. And so this book was from January, like the end of January 2021 to today. I did the final spread and I was so excited to show you that I figured I would just record it now. And I actually designed this book, and I was shocked at how nice the paper was, not to toot my own horn. I'm not selling it anymore because Carmico is not a stationery brand, but maybe one day I will start one of the 1,000 different side brands that I really want to make one day. I have too many ideas and too little time. So I'm not even gonna continue to chatter because I chattered for 30 minutes straight in the actual tour, so let's just get right to it. Alrighty, welcome to my desk. I'm gonna be doing my little sketchbook tour. I started this book at the end of January 2021, and I actually designed the front and back. I drew all these little speckles are kind of wear and tear. I didn't know when I made this book that was how it was going to end up looking, but you know what? It makes it look weathered. It makes it look old. So yeah, I'm going to go through and show you all the little things in here. This kind of started out as I was trying to make it a nicer sketchbook, and I wanted to open it with a little self-portrait at the time. And what you'll see, and this is a good example of it, is that I started to kind of go out of order when I would find blank pages. This one had just this pattern and then nothing here. And so I filled it in with some little cutouts from other sketchbooks and stuff. So it's not super chronological, but mostly. Here I was trying to figure out a new icon for my socials, because dude, icons for social media have always been the bane of my existence. I've just never liked one. Whether it's, my face IRL or a drawing or a logo, I just never like it. So I've still been struggling with that to this day. So sorry about that. I was figuring out some character designs for a fan fiction I was writing, so I have no shame anymore. And about here's where I saw Beastars for the first time. This is probably the only furry-esque drawing I have in here. I'm personally not a furry, but nothing against it. People are just having fun. But this was during an art night that I had with my best friend Ocean. And then this is where I decided to stop pussyfooting and just do something nasty. Not nasty, but not as nice in this sketchbook, so I could get out of my head. Because there's a page over here that's taped together because I don't like what's in there. And there's a few more pages like that. Right here, yet again, there's another you can see taped together page. But I was trying to get looser with it and have a good time, and I think that I accomplished that. This is where I started using this book to do some fashion designs, so you'll probably remember, if you've been around for a little bit, my Daybreak Nightfall line. And this is where that started. I definitely was dreaming big with making, this is where the everyday bags kind of, the shape started out from. But I was dreaming big with making pants, but one day, this is kind of cute. I want to look back at that, but this is where the Night Bloom jacket started. So you can kind of see this, you're going to see a lot of things of how they started and where they ended up. There's certain things I'd like to revisit in here. That it's kind of I purposely have not looked at this sketchbook for a little bit, just so I could have a fresh kind of mindset, not mindset, but a fresh look at it for when I'm going through it with you. I don't want to be oh yeah, I've looked at this several times and not have anything fresh to say. I know this looks ugly, but I was trying to save space. So I was oh yeah, it could be a sweater vest or a full sweater if you just cover up each side. It's still kind of cute. I was trying to do this I'll just bring it up here. I was trying to do clouds and starry patches. I don't know, man. maybe I'll revisit it someday. And I did actually make a sample of this jacket that looked so ugly. So it never ended up happening, but you know, maybe one day. I don't know why I'm like out of breath. Like you're literally by yourself in your office recording a sketchbook tour, like calm down. This I am coming back to this summer, so keep an eye out on that. I'm not sure if this is exactly how it's gonna work, but I was trying to make it like a work table, like this is really hard and you could like write on it. I don't know. And this was some ideas if I were to ever collab with my best friend Ocean. If we did like a painterly line, these little like speckled items were like, I really like the look of her, like when painters do their little like test cards and they like dab the paint on there. I always think it's really pretty, and I think it'd be really cool to take a painting that she did, put it on a shirt, but then take the dab paper from that painting and then put it as a pattern on other things. I thought that would be really fun, so might come back to that. And then this is some trial stuff for my good luck bad luck line, which I don't have an actual name for right now. I keep wanting to say something with like fortune, but fortune also can mean money, and that's not really what I'm going for. Basically for this line I was like, I want to make a line with clovers because I really like clovers and clover flowers, but that's not like St. Patty's Day cringe. So I think that honestly I just finished all of the designing and assets and putting it in for sampling this week, and so you guys will see it all soon, but you can kind of see the start of certain ideas that I had that actually ended up making it into the final. This is cute. This was like I haven't done this, but I might come back to this. It's like a kimono, like one of those like kimono shirts, but like that looks like moth wings. I might come back to that. That's actually super cute. But yeah, this was some pottery ideas, and then just like more bag shape ideas. I was just trying to like make blob shapes and then see if I could turn them into bags. This is more day-night stuff. This is actually the design, well, like more or less similar to the design on the front of the book here. Not that I designed it in here, but I was inspired by the book that I was drawing these in. This is kind of a messy page. These two, like, I guess kind of came to be, but that color scheme is kind of fun. The Stargazer sweater that everyone loves came from here. This was a little extension when I realized that I could make it like a tulip thing. Not a whole lot of things came out of this, but who knows. This is like me trying to like design some flight tags. I really like this strawberry one still. Might come back to that. I like those little keychains. And this is when I started wanting to make spreads. I'm going to be totally like upfront, and like Lee Ellickson and the way that she does sketchbooking really inspires me, and I honestly just really like her stuff. But I was like, I have these pink pens and I want to try to do something fun with it. And so Yeah Maybe is their podcast that I was listening to, and I was just trying to have some fun with it. And you'll see that I'll do more spreads from here on out. Like over here was a lot of like designing and stuff, which I still do a little bit in this sketchbook, but the just like the doodle spreads clearly become a thing. I really like this one. This one feels very me. If I had a bathroom that looked like this, honestly, I would have no complaints about my life ever again, frankly. And this quote, I think, was in someone's like sketchbook tour video that I liked, which it says, "A sketchbook is meant to be filled, not feared. Make it your friend." And so I wanted to draw things on this page that make me very happy and feel like me. And I feel like my like aesthetic is encapsulated by this. And then Ocean came over and tried some of my watercolors on this side, and so I wanted to try to make like a accompanying page to like fit the vibe that she had put over here. I think that like I'm pretty sure like this looks like I drew it, so I think that I like added on to the stuff that she did up here, and then I just like filled it in. And yeah, I'm really proud of this one. Like, I remember when I was doing it, I'm like, this looks like shit the entire time, and then I like finished it and I pulled it away. I'm like, wait, I love that. So I like this page a lot. This is more flight tags that I was trying to figure out, and then a very fun, edgy spread. I keep drawing this, like, French, I don't know why I keep saying that she's French, but, like, anyone with, like, short cropped black hair, I'm instantly like, they're from France. Over here, there she is again. She just kind of my, like, when I'm designing clothes, I'm like, alright, you're my model, there you go. And so I named her Shay, I don't know. I also, like, I think I might change her name to Cherry, because she just kind of, like, feels, like, yeah, I don't know. I do whatever I want. And in my little head, I have little characters that I draw all the time. Right here, yet again. This was just like a black and white little ink spread. And then did I do this at? Maybe. I went for 10 days to Ocean's place. Again, my best friend, you're gonna hear about her a lot because we actually don't see each other very often. We live a bit far away, but when we do see each other, it's for like 10 days plus of just like dirt girl drawing time. Like we just spread out in her studio and go ham. And I was trying her Posca pens, and I loved them so much that we literally went to Michael's, like, and I was like, yeah, I'm dropping $80 on Poscas. I don't even care. They are so juicy and so cute. I have another sketchbook that I did a bunch of Posca stuff in that I will save until it's finished. But actually, you know what? I'll show a little bit of it because I only have, I think, like 10 drawings in it, and there are way more pages than that. I'm just trying not to drop things. There we go. So that was the first little Posca drawing I did in here, and I had such a blast. This is when I bought my own markers, and I really like this one. I just started going through and like going absolutely ham on some Posca drawings. And yeah, that one I have not finished. That one was really messy. And then from there, it is just empty, 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 empty. So when I do finish this, I'll also tour that. But I absolutely ate these Posca pens for fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I tried some gouache here, and I haven't learned really how to work with it. It looks cute here, but there's something underneath here that looked like shit, and then I just like covered it in like gouache. And did I say Poscas again? I meant gouache. But yeah, I like the color scheme, but holy shit was it weird to work with. And so I just went back to ink for a bit, because I know how to use that, and I was using these pens that I was recommended by, where are they? The Elixon. Oopsies. Just these ones. I got them, honestly, I can't remember the site, but they are zebra little, like, brush tip pens, and they are quite juicy, and I love them. And I keep pushing this around. This is what I get for trying to, like, decorate. It's, like, clearly not working for me. And then both more ink sketches that I did in my, like, really messy notebook, and I was just like, those are cute, I'm gonna cut them out and stick them in here. And then some more good luck, bad luck stuff here. I never ended up doing these little ribbed turtleneck t-shirt situations, but they're cute, and I'm gonna come back to that style one day. And this was hourly comic day, which I was still at Ocean's at this point, and so I made a little comic about my day, and so I'll kind of go through it. Like, that morning it was so funny because I usually sleep with, like, the door open there, because this room that I stay in gets so fucking hot. Like, it's like ridiculous. But then the door was closed, and I was so worried that, like, my butt was out or something, and they totally saw my ass. This is me getting ready, and then I was sitting in bed just, like, looking at TikToks, and I see that, like, Ocean's door opened, and she just stares at me, and I was like, hello, and she slowly closes the door, and it was really funny. I asked them if they closed my door, and they're like, lol, no, the carpet's too fluffy for it to be, like, the wind or anything. And so, Shane said, like, her partner suggested it was a ghost, and I was like, hee hee, hope it's nice, and she was like, no, and I was like, ghosty, let's be friends, and Shane's like, fuck you, ghost, get out of my house. And so, we just always, like, me just explaining it doesn't do it justice. We have so much fun there. Like, I'm so excited. I'm going back in January. and then we were just like doing some work stuff together, and like honestly what like these comic days end up being like that oh my god, lol, that was like movie moment. We were like hee hee hee, like, you know what, like I could, like, we were like, it was late at night, we're like, oh, what we can make for dinner, fucking, like, at the same time we said dumplings, and it was fucking delicious. But on these like comic days, you're just like sitting there making the comic, and so it ends up being like, this is my my whole day is making the comics for this stuff. And then every time I go over, we do a little like drawing of each other, and so I did this one and she did this one, and yeah, and then I cried when I was packing my bag because I really didn't want to leave my friend behind 6 hours away from me, but we're fine. And then I came home and I was trying to figure out hang tags for my freaking products. Dude, I gotta tell you that there are no good places to find designs for hang tags. I was struggling so hard. I don't think I have any more in here, but on like digitally, I was like ripping my hair out trying to figure out a cute hang tag. Honestly, I got a cute back for it, but I still don't like the front. Like, it's not terrible, but graphic design used to be my passion, and I've fallen out of it, and I want to try getting better at it, but I only have so many hours in the day, you know? This was a super, super fun. I remember specifically when I drew this that there was like a bunch of people over at the house, but we were like the old house. But I was babysitting my father-in-law. I'm not married, but like, you know what I mean? Like, all intents and purposes, his dog, and she was being a little baby, and so I was sitting in the basement with her drawing, and I just remember like hearing all the fun upstairs and me sitting with the dog. Not that I was being left out. It was a board game night, and I didn't feel like playing board games that day, and so I purposely, on my own, sat out, but yeah. And this was just like a little self-portrait, and then exploring some style I've seen online and drawing some different kind of people. And this is where I started like getting lazier about like things looking finished, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. And so I drew my dream office setup, which I still don't have, but I was longing for a window because I was working in the basement, and I have a window now, which is very nice. This was when I didn't have this flower stool, and it literally says in cursive, I long for the flower stool, and I have it over in my corner now, which I am very happy about. This was when I was like, I wanted just like cute shit that I just didn't have, and I was like, I want stuff. Mustard Maid brought their lockers to Canada now, and I have not got one yet because they are not in my current budget, but definitely worth the price, and one day you will be mine. This was a, please don't report me, this is like, I was just drawing people in cute lingerie, and yeah, trying to practice different body types, and I don't draw people as much as I'd like to, so I wanted to throw some more in there. I'm not the biggest fan of this page, but it's not bad. I like this girl a lot. I was trying to figure out a future project, and I like to sometimes make like a persona for a line, and so I made this cool like slasher film inspired guy. And this was just like a doodle page that I never actually finished, but meh. This is Shay again. I turned Shay into a little demon girl here. Why? Because I can? I don't know. This is a super cute little ink spread. Honestly, I just kind of went on Pinterest and was like looking up cute things that I could put in a spread because I was like, I want to put more things in this sketchbook. Sometimes I just drew in this book because I felt guilty that I didn't draw in the book, which, you know, a sketchbook shouldn't be fueled by guilt. But I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, yeah, I just loved every day. I'm just one of those people. I'm just one of those people who draw my sketchbook every day. I'm not. And sometimes I was just like, I just need to put something in this book. I also have realized that my little checkerboard fucked up there, but you know, whatever. This is another spread of cute freaking girls. I love cute girls and drawing cute girls, and this is kind of another example of me liking to draw people in the items that I want to make, and you'll see these things very soon. Oh, this is another trip. Okay, I also was at oceans yet again. This was in the first ocean trip. I say ocean trip. Her name's Ocean. My first trip to oceans was in February, and then this was July, and so kind of ramping up to actually start working on this line. But I drew, you probably remember, right here, these cute girls, I drew them on, like, at the airport and on the flight over to her. And so I printed them out, and I was trying to get better at painting traditionally, since she's really good at painting traditionally, and some of them are good, some of them aren't great, but you know what? I like it, and I especially like these spreads, because she had these super cute tapes that, like, matched each person, so I was like, fuck yeah, brother, I'm putting these in here for sure. This girl's my favorite. I love her. I kind of used, like, her look to base on a different character. I ended up naming her Blythe. I don't know, I just like making characters and drawing cool people, and this is probably one of my favorite spreads in the book. And then, yet again, whenever I go to visit them, we always end up drawing each other, and so this was my little group shot, and then that was, like, her rendition giving me a shiny ass, because I was, like, facing the other way. And then her doggy. Okay, like, hold on, let me find the one from February. Where is it? I can't believe I didn't even mention this. The way she drew her fucking dog here, I actually was choking laughing. It was my favorite thing. She has one in one of her sketchbooks, like a drawing of her dog that is just so unhinged, and so she replicated the, like, unhinged face. Her dog actually is just, like, incredibly cute, and she actually just got another dog, which I'm so excited to meet. Little Mimi, this is Maya, but Mimi's the new one, and I'll meet her in January. But this was another spread once I got home, where I had, like, just collected these dried leaves, and I'm like, I'm gonna fill them in with, can you guess? Cute girls. And then I was trying to plan out some skateboards, because I doubt that anyone is still sticking around from my old days of, like, I've actually been doing art and selling art since I was 15, and I used to paint skateboards, like, chronically, and I had a frequent commissioner. It was very nice, and so I wanted to maybe, you know, come back to it and paint skateboards again. And these were the four, I had, like, you'll see later, I had some more designs that I made in a different book that I just cut them out and stuck them in here, but these were the ones that I really liked. This one's inspired by that other spread earlier in the book. This one, I was like, yeah, that'd make a sick skateboard. I saw this picture on Pinterest, and I was like, this is cute, I want to paint that. And then this one was more of a, like, Posca pen fun situation, and then a more, like, romantic. So very, very, like, different vibes here, but honestly, I like them all, and I hope to do it one day. I have a skateboard, but I haven't decided which one. That I feel like this one would be, like, the most fun and, like, easy breezy to start with, but this was just fruit and veggies, and an egg and a moth, because I wanted to draw fruits and veggies. I don't know, I wanted to make a spread, and so I did. This one, I was planning out a painting that I wanted to do on some wood, because I didn't want to, like, do the skateboard quite yet, and so I ended up finishing it, and I'll, like, show here. I can't get the full thing in the shot, but I'll have a picture come up. But yeah, I ended up going with, honestly, I did, like, this flower, but this concept, because I had at first, I just almost knocked over my water bottle. I at first had wanted to do this one, and then I realized I am really out of practice with perspective, and so I blacked it all out, liked this flower, but liked this concept, and then decided to go and spend, like, $20 on a bunch of sheets of gold foil and stick it on. And honestly, I love it, and I want to do more. This really messy spread was me being like, oh, I have a chalk pencil, I want to use it in here. And so I, like, painted this black, because I had some extra black paint from that painting, and then I was like, hee hee hee, but then I was like, oh, I should seal it in and use hairspray. Didn't fucking work. It completely, like, washed out a bunch of it, and I didn't feel like redrawing it, and so you have this. It honestly is still kind of cute. It gives me, like, coffee shop vibes, and it's kind of cool to have in this sketchbook. This is another page of designs for a line that I'm not even doing next year. I just kind of thought that I was going to do it next year, then I reorganized some things. But it's a tattoo themed line, and so yeah, we will revisit that eventually. I hate this spread. Oh my god. Like, I wanted to do something edgy, and then this is fine, but like, I just don't like how this girl was drawn. Like, the vibes are there, the execution is off, basically. And then some little self-portraits of some outfits I've been liking, and just me vibes. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta love yourself. This is just a big moth. About here is where I started being like, oh, I'm so close to finishing this. I should go ham, and I should, like, try. And then I started getting, tired, and, like, when you start, like, making something feel like an obligation, at least for me, it's like an instant no. I'm like, I can't do this. If you're making me do this, and I am the one making me do this, even worse. And so, but this ended up being cute. It was a pencil sketch for a while, and then a few spreads later, I got out my little brush ink pen, which I'm sure someone's gonna ask what it is, and I will break it out of my little mug that I keep all my shit in, so I can show you. It is just this pen I got from art school. It's a Pentel little brush pen. It's pretty great, and you can get refills really anywhere. Just like your local art store, you'll be able to find it. But I love that it was drying out and making these like really nice textures, and then I started watering it down, and so it would like kind of be different shades, and I really liked how that turned out. This was me doodling on some sticky notes and liking the like shapes that I made for bags, and so I was like, fuck it, it's going in here. And some really fun ideas for future merch and stuff, and honestly a lot of it is just fillers. And this is the page where I figured out that inking thing that I put on the moth, and so that's why I came back for this one. But I had a lot of fun with this one. I really like this. Like, if I was one of those, like, Patreon girlies who made, monthly postcards and shit, like, this would be it. I really like this, and this was a lot of fun just to, like, get messy and fill up a page. And someone said, like, a doodle shirt in this style would be cute. I don't know. You let me know. This was a little venti page where I was feeling bad about myself one night. And so I just drew all over, and it did help a lot, actually. I was feeling bad about, you know, how social media engagement has been down, and, you know, I had, not that, like, things are going poorly, like, they're not, but basically, like, 2020, 2021 was, like, nothing but, like, me getting viral hits online, and then now that I've fallen into, you know, basically I do whatever I want to do with my lines and stuff, and the things that I want to do and I'm enjoying doing now aren't getting me as much, like, viral hits, but that doesn't mean that it's not good. But at the time I was feeling like shit, and I was burnt out, and so I drew this, and yeah, I mean, it's not all about numbers, but when you have, like, a solid 2 years of really, really, like, outrageous online success, and then, not that it goes down, like, I've grown the same amount of followers as I did those 2 years, it's just, like, your perspective changes, and I need to remind myself that being monetized and viral is not all of my worth, and so, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to get across, like, my point, and not trying to say that, like, numbers are everything, but sometimes it, like, you know, the internet can hurt, and trying to chase something you once had, like, not that it's going away, but it's just, like, different. I don't know how to describe it, but it was just, like, I was feeling bad about it, and I was trying to make myself feel better that, you know, I am not the numbers on my phone screen, and it did help a lot. So, and this is where I finished up a like lined notebook that I had that was like my messy notebook that I went through it all after just to like make sure I didn't lose all the cool ideas I had in there, and I saw I had all these really fun doodles, like especially I really like the like outfit design stuff I did here, especially these two, so fucking noted. I really liked these drawings, and I didn't want them to be lost in a like shitty little notebook, and so I just cut them out, and then this is where you get the skateboard designs I talked about earlier, and some more doodles from there, and then just some fillers, and I also put some fillers here just because it seemed a little empty. And then this is the final drawing page. I wanted to do, like, at the very beginning I had this little self-portrait, so I kind of wanted to recap the years that I had gone through with this sketchbook. I got like 6 tattoos in that time, and I had none at the beginning, so I drew like a few of them that I got, and you know, it's so dumb, but like, it means a lot to me. I used to hate my hands because I would like bite my nails, and like my cuticles still aren't the best, but you know, getting all the rings and like the tattoos and stuff, like, I used to hate my hands and I love them now. And so I wanted to literally draw my hand that I now love, and, you know, mapped out my tattoos and how I'm looking now with my piercings and stuff, and a lot of the things that I'm really happy about. And a big thing that I've kind of closed this sketchbook with the feeling of is that I'm slowly becoming everything I've wanted to be. And that might be cheesy and lame, but I don't care because it's true, and I feel really good about that. It's just, you know, it's going to be a work in progress forever, and the things I want to be will always be shifting and changing with, you know, my perspective and the things I've experienced. But the fact that I'm, you know, I have the independence that I want and looking the way that I want, more or less, is really exciting. And I, like, dyed my hair the way I wanted to. I got piercings I've always wanted to. I've got tattoos that I've always wanted to. The business and lifestyle that I've always wanted to have. Did a little bit of traveling, went to see the, like, bands I've always wanted to see, like, in my life in these last 2 years. I got my driver's license. I literally, like, procrastinated on that so hard, and then in May I was like, I'm done, I need to do this. And it's the best decision I ever made. Like, you used to be really afraid of driving because I have an aunt who got into an accident a long time ago, like, before I was even alive, but I was just really afraid of it because I knew driving was, like, quite a privilege. And I'm glad that I waited until I was ready, but I'm so glad I did it now because I can do whatever I want. I moved to my new town, which I love. I used to think I was like a nomad, that I just always wanted to move all the time, and I think it's just that I didn't find the right place. I mean, I've only been here for a few months, so who knows, I might end up hating it and wanting to leave anyways. I also, down here I wrote embraced cringe. I just started being like, fuck it, there's things I like that people find cringe, and that's okay. If I'm just out here having fun and not hurting anyone and someone else is mad about it, that's their problem. And then the rest of this book is just me putting in some cute little gifties and things that I've done through the years, and just like stickers my friends have given me, and a sticker I made, little postcards and stuff. And just wanted to, like, have it all in a place that I'm gonna always remember it and look back on it. I don't want it just to, like, sit in a box that I'll end up throwing away. But yeah, this is the last drawing in the book. And so that is 30 minutes of me chattering away about my sketchbook tour. I'm gonna pick out my favorite spreads. I think that's a fun way to close it off. This is really cute, but say probably this one is one of my favorites. It just feels very me and very comfortable, and if my home looked like this, I mean, it pretty much does, it's just less green, I'd be very pleased. I really like this one as well. And then these, well, like specifically this one, I also really like. You can see I think I have a bit of a thing for red. That makes me very happy. And then this one is also very vibey. Honestly, like, just even for my own sake, I might, like, scan some of these and print them out. They all make me very happy. And yeah, that is that for my sketchbook tour, and we'll go back to little old me for an outro. Goodbye. And back to me. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun chatting, even though I always get oddly, like, jittery and anxious, and I hope I didn't talk too quickly in the tour part. I just, like, I don't know what it is, but I always get so nervous when I'm, like, talking to the camera, and, like, I don't even think I'm not being entertaining, but maybe I, like, get excited, and I'm just like, but it's a lot. So if you enjoyed that, feel free to give a follow and a like. I guess a subscribe, because we don't do follows here on YouTube, but a like and a subscribe, and if you really like my stuff, then maybe hit the bell. I want to do more YouTube videos. They're super fun, and I have a really good time here. Also, I've realized that it's a really gloomy day, so I'm probably gonna have to color correct a little bit, but as of right now, there's very much like Twilight circa 2008, directed by Catherine Hardwicke, blue filter vibes going on, which honestly isn't a bad thing. But yeah, that's it for me. That's it for this sketchbook, and I will see you in the next one. I'm not gonna have like another like finished sketchbook to go through for a bit, because it took me almost 2 years to fill this one. I have that little black book that I'm gonna try to do some more drawings in, but I'm definitely gonna have to be looking for a new book soon. So if you have any recommendations for new sketchbooks, I like mixed media, like harder paper. So if you have any suggestions, leave them below, because I'm gonna need a new one, because this one is all done. And so is this video. So bye!